Nothing in life should stay still forever. Change is natural, and seeking out new challenges defines the human spirit. So whenever it happens, if you get itchy feet, that's the time to trade up. Aleksandra is a local government officer and a keen club runner. She started running in order to get fit, but soon found training and competing with her local club addictive, and now races regularly in inter-club series. She loves trail running, but also enjoys the large road events that have become so prevalent up and down the country. She's raced up to half marathon on the road, and was planning to enter the London Marathon, until a chance visit to a local triathlon, which changed everything.
Triathlon has always been somewhere in the background. When we ran with the club, there were other triathletes.
Hi, Paul. Oh, Alex, you're right.
My knowledge of triathlon before was very sketchy, and I imagined it to be all-consuming, expensive, and just too hard, really. To run was hard enough. To run and be competitive was hard enough. To run, swim, and cycle seemed unbelievably hard and time-consuming. And I think the turning point came seeing that actually it was a very exciting event. And coupled with that, a few days after that triathlon, we went for a long bike ride, and I thought to myself, well, I can run and I can cycle, so if I could also swim, perhaps I could take part in one of these.
And now she is. Aleksandra's got 6 months to transform from runner into a triathlete. Helping her make this transformation will be Joanne and Richard Isles of Race New Forest, organisers of the Bewley Sprint Triathlon, Aleksandra's target first race. Joanne and Richard are both Ironman finishers, so she'll be in great hands. Richard is the driving force behind the New Forest Triathlon Centre. He's been an age group silver medalist in the 70.3 World Championships and has raced the legendary Ironman Hawaii. Joanne's raced at the Worlds in both Olympic and long distance, and has also raced Ironman Germany and the renowned Escape from Alcatraz Triathlon. Richard and Joanne will be mentoring Aleksandra throughout the whole process, so she's come to their base at the New Forest Triathlon Centre to meet them.
So tell us a bit about your sporting background up to now then.
Well, my background is in running, really, and I started quite late in life. I joined my local running club, Hardly Runners, started doing a few races, local ones, and then 10k, and I did a half marathon as well, and my best 10k time is 48.5 minutes.
So what about swimming? Have you got much of a background there?
Well, I have got a background, yes, in that I grew up near the sea, and really we spent, like, you know, at the Mediterranean, we spent 6 months of the year socialising on the beach, and a little bit of swimming as well. But so, you know, games in the water and socialising, but never really proper swimming, if you like.
Talk us a little bit through your current level of fitness and level of progress in each of those activities.
Well, my swimming is probably at the moment the weakest link in the chain, really, and I'm hoping to go to Swim for Tri to have swimming analysis done, and I think that would really help me, because when you swim you can't see yourself in the water, and as many books as you can read, and you know, you can try and do your technique and be as smooth as possible, but actually it's invaluable to have yourself filmed and you know, hopefully pointed out where your weaknesses are. My running is quite strong, although I do worry that, you know, by cutting into the time for running. I'm maybe not as fit as I could be, and my cycling is, well, it's well, nowhere really at the moment. It's not. I cycle a little bit in the gym in the dark evenings, but I'm hoping that can pick up in the spring, really.
It's clear that Aleksandra has a long way to go, but Joanne and Richard are fairly upbeat after this first meeting.
I think once she gets her mind around the fact that she's going to have to sort of sacrifice a little bit on the running, especially in terms of getting some more training on the bike, I think that's going to be the main battle. But I think she's probably got a head start on a lot of people in that she has got that background of an endurance sport.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, one of the most interesting things would be to see what comes back from the swim analysis, because that will then, given a finite number of training hours per week, dictate how much time she needs to spend making sure that she doesn't use up too much energy on that swim section for the rest of the race.
Aleksandra's come to swim for Tri in Canary Wharf for her swim analysis. She's going to be assessed using an endless pool, with underwater cameras to reveal any hidden weaknesses in her technique. She'll be guided through this session by a swim coach, Dan Bullock, an endless pool specialist and the man behind Swim for Tri.
Come on in, welcome.
Thank you.
My name is Dan Bullock, and I started Swim for Tri 6 years ago now. I had a competitive career as a swimmer for many years. It included taking me out to the US on scholarship. Ideally, someone would come in for an initial consultation and they would be filmed from the 4 angles. We would evaluate the stroke, show and demonstrate what's good, what's not so good, where improvements lie, and from there we would have a better idea of how we could improve and work with the swimmer. The rise of open water has become very popular in recent times, and triathlon is predominantly swum open water, so we hire lakes, we go to various locations and swim open water. It's all part of building people towards their first race, but that's not to say it's exclusive to triathletes by any means.
Dan talks Aleksandra through the session, but before he can offer any advice, he needs to see what her technique is like at the moment. Aleksandra will also need to get used to the current in the pool, so Dan gives her some warm-up time. The term "in at the deep end" seems truly appropriate here. This is an alien environment for Aleksandra, and right from the outset she struggles to cope with the effects of the current on her stroke. In a normal pool, she'll be moving through still water, but this is more like submerged surfing, and it's going to take a lot of getting used to. She may look comfortable enough on the surface, but underwater, there's a lot going on and a lot going wrong.
Okay, how are you feeling there? Normally in a pool, the water's still and you're moving through it and there's no feedback, okay? Here, if you're breaking out of your streamline, the body's feeling it and you're getting bumped around in accordance with that.
Yes.
All right.
And I suddenly started snaking around as well, instead of being straight.
Bring yourself up a little bit close to the mirror, all right? And just for now, try to start working on keeping the hands a little bit more central under the body, okay? Under the body, just anywhere from here to here, rather than, there were a few strokes where it was very wide. And obviously, it's not solid, but it's dense enough that if you push out here, you're gonna react, and you're gonna react and go here. So that's why you're being pushed from side to side in the water.
I can see my destiny.